Hello, I'm Square and she's Triangle, and we follow the leader orders. To win the game, you should complete 5 challenges. So, are you ready? Yes! It seems like this. So, let's play. Here we have the first challenge. It's linear functions, which form is mx plus b. Here's the function. fx equals 10x minus 12. First of all, let's find the slope, which is letter m in the form. It's 10. Y-intercept. Replace the x with 0. So y equals minus 12. Y-intercept equals 0, minus 12. X-intercept. Replace the y with 0. So there we have it. Move the minus 12 to the left side as 12. Passes dividing, and we have x equals 1.2. X intercepts 1.2, 0. Let's plot in the graph. There we have the line that intercepts. The minimum range will always be minus infinite, infinite, as well as the range. Let's see what square needs to say. On the graph, we can see that no one was eliminated in this phase since the x-intercept does exist. You are winning. The second challenge is a quadratic function. The vertex form is fx equals a multiply x minus h squared plus k. The vertex is h, k. Remember, you should change the sign of the h and just put the value of k. So the vertex is minus 4, minus 2. Then the axis symmetry is the value of x, and the value of x is minus 4. Then the following thing is to solve the x-intercept. Replace y with 0. We move the 2 to the other side and divide the 2 that is multiplying the x plus 4 squared. We got 1 that we squared equals to x plus 4 that we also squared. So we have a plus minus 1 equals to x plus 4. And we solve it, and we have two values of x, minus 3 and minus 5. Then the y-intercept, we replace the value of x with 0. And we have 2 multiplied by 4 squared minus 2. Then we solve 2 multiplied by 16 minus 2, 32 minus 2, and we got a y equals 30, and the y-intercept is 0, 30. Then it's time to plot. On the graph, the domain is minus infinite, infinite, and the range is minus 2, infinite. And of the intercepts were plotted, so no eliminated items were seen. We are still winning. So the third challenge is radical functions, which form is a multiplied by the root of bx minus h plus k. That function is 4 multiplied by the root of x plus 2 plus 2. To get our vertex, first we need to get h, which is the value inside the root equal to 0, which will be x equals to minus 2, and our vertex will be minus 2, 2, which is our k. X-intercept. we need to replace that y with 0. We just move that 4 multiplied by x plus 2 to the other side, subtracting. The -4 that was multiplying passes dividing. Then we elevate to the squared both sides. The root was eliminated. We pass the 2 to the other side as -2, which is equal to -8 divided by 4. So x equals -1.75. X-intercept is -1.75, 0. Y-intercept, we need to replace x with 0 and just solve the equation on the calculator. Will give us 7.66. Y-intercept is 0.766. Then we just plot the intercepts on the graph. The domain will be -2 inclusive, infinite, and range 2 inclusive, infinite. Squared says, oops, do you see that x-intercept on the graph? It doesn't exist. You just got eliminated. The next challenge is a rational function. The problem is fx minus 3 divided by x minus 2 minus 2. The first step is to find a vertical asymptote. We have 2 equal to 0 that values of the denominator. So x minus 2 equals to 0. We pass a -2 to the other side, and we get x equals to 2. Then we have to solve the horizontal asymptote that, since we don't have an x in the denominator, is 0 minus 2. Y equals -2. The following step is to find the x-intercept. Replace y with 0. We pass the -2 to the other side, adding, and we multiply the 2 times the x minus 2. We got 2x minus 4 equals to -3. The next step is to pass a -4 to the other side, adding, and we got 2x equals to 1. So x equals to 0.5, and the x-intercept is 0.5, 0. Then we have that y-intercept. We have to replace x with 0, and we solve in the calculator, and we got -0.5. So the y-intercept is 0, -0.5. We plot in the graph, and the domain is -infinite, 2, union with 2, infinite. And the range will be -infinite, -2, union with -2, infinite. So let's hear what Square will say. We have a winner. X-intercept are on the graph. You're doing great. So then we're going to continue with our last challenge, which is each exponential functions. The form is a elevated to x plus h plus k. And the function that is given for this challenge is 1/3 elevated to -x plus 1. The horizontal asymptote will be the value of k, so it's y equals 1. And the x-intercept, we need to remember that we need to use logarithmic, and that one will pass subtracting. So we have logarithmic of -1 equals logarithmic of 1/3 multiplied by -x. That was our exponent, but now it's a regular value. The logarithm of 1/3 passes dividing. And we know that negative logarithmics does not exist, so we don't have an x-intercept. Y-intercept. We replace the x with 0. A number elevated to the value of 0 will be 1. So 1 plus 1 equals to 2. And our y-intercept will be 0, 2. We need to plot this in our graph, just the y-intercept, with the help of the horizontal asymptote. Our domain will be minus infinite, infinite, and the range will be 1, infinite. So a square says,
wow, seems like x-intercept has been eliminated.
There we have an error, but this is the end of the game, and it seems you just have win, so good job.